Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you an excellent intra-district matchup as the Blue Valley Tigers, coached by Catherine Witten, are taking on the Blue Valley North Mustangs, coached by Terry Sneathen. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First, from the Tigers.
Hi, I'm Gabe. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Shahab. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Missy. I'm a senior.
And our contestants from the Mustangs.
I'm Michael. I'm a freshman. I'm Matthew. I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Rohit, and I'm a senior.
I'm Ben, and I'm a senior.
I'm Alice, and I'm a junior.
All right, fantastic. Here on Categories, in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. If the team responds correctly, they earn a point for their squad. If they respond incorrectly, the other team does get a chance to steal the category. We did a coin toss before we started the show. It was won by the Tigers of Blue Valley. So here is the first category. It is military history, and it starts with a quote. "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes" was the famous command given by William Prescott during one of America's greatest battles. Name the event. Nick.
The Battle of Gettysburg.
It's not Battle of Gettysburg. Mustangs, chance to steal this military history question. Starts with a quote. "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes" was the famous command given by William Prescott during one of America's greatest battles. Name the event. Rohit?
Battle of Antietam.
It is not Antietam. It's the Battle of Bunker Hill during the American Revolution. Mustangs, we are staying with you. General knowledge is the category. Who were the world's first coffee drinkers? Was it the Greeks, the Romans, the Aztecs, or the Arabs? Matthew.
The Arabs.
It is the Arabs. Coming back to you, Tigers. Fine arts, this time music. When a flute is disassembled to be put back in its case, how many parts is it? Missy.
3.
It is 3. Coming back to you, North. U.S. history this time. In 1952, a strike was threatened in this industry, crucial to the Korean War effort. President Harry Truman signed an executive order seizing the manufacturing plants. Congress refused to appropriate money to run the mills, and the Supreme Court ruled the seizure illegal. A 53-day strike resulted. Name this industry. Michael.
Steel.
It is steel. Coming back to you, Blue Valley, mythology is your category. Name the sea nymph who was able to escape the amorous attentions of both Zeus and Poseidon due to a prophecy that she would bear a son greater than his father. Shahab?
Calypso.
It is not Calypso. Mustangs, chance to steal this mythology category. Name the sea nymph who was able to escape the amorous attentions of both Zeus and Poseidon due to a prophecy that she would bear a son greater than his father. The correct answer is Thetis. All right, Mustangs, you get the next question. It is vocabulary, specifically law. If a defendant does not believe he or she can receive a fair trial in the area where the crime of which he or she is accused was committed, they can ask the court to move the trial to another area. What is this called? Rohit?
Mistrial.
I cannot call mistrial, sorry. Tigers, you have a chance to steal this vocabulary law question. If a defendant does not believe he or she can receive a fair trial in the area where the crime of which they are accused was committed, they can ask the court to move the trial to another area. What is this called? Nick?
Relocation.
Cannot accept relocation. Change of venue. Change of venue is the correct term. Tigers, we are staying with you. Science, chemistry is the category. Basic steel is an alloy of what two chemical elements? Gabe.
Iron and chromium.
I cannot accept iron and chromium. Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this science and chemistry question. Basic steel is an alloy of what two chemical elements? Matthew.
Iron and carbon.
Iron and carbon. Very good. Staying with you, North, theater is the next category. The first plays in Europe were of what nationality? Alice?
Greek.
Yeah, Greek. U.S. government for you, Tigers. It consists of the Board of Governors, an advisory council, an open market committee, 12 federal banks, and over 5,700 commercial member banks. Name it. Time on that. Mustangs, chance to steal this U.S. government category. It consists of a Board of Governors, an advisory council, an open market committee, 12 federal banks, and over 5,700 commercial member banks. Name it. Michael.
The Federal Reserve.
It is the Federal Reserve. Staying with you, Mustangs. Famous quotes from sports. Baseball is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. Who said it? Rohit? It is not Barry Bonds. Tigers, chance to steal this famous quotes sports category. Baseball is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. Who said it? Allie.
Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra, very good. Staying with you, Tigers, general knowledge is the category. What is the difference between a monoplane and a biplane? Nick.
The number of propellers.
Cannot accept that number of propellers. Mustangs, a chance to steal this general knowledge question. What is the difference between a monoplane and a biplane? Alice.
A monoplane has one pair of wings and a biplane has two pairs of wings.
Very good. That's exactly what we're looking for. Mustangs, staying with you. Math is the category. What is the cube of a negative number whose square is 100? Rohit?
Negative 1,000.
Negative 1,000. Coming back to you, Tigers. Sports history this time. A world record for distance swimming was set by John Sigmund of St. Louis in 1940 when he swam 292 miles down what river? Nick.
The Amazon?
It is not the Amazon. Mustangs, chance to steal. Sports history is the category. A world record for distance swimming was set by John Sigmund of St. Louis in 1940 when he swam 292 miles down what river? Rohit?
The Mississippi River.
It is the Mississippi River. Mustangs, you do get the next category. It is U.S. geography. Spiritual leaders of the Sioux and more than a dozen Native American tribes want U.S. officials to rename this landform that has religious and cultural importance to the tribes, saying the name is offensive. Name this rock formation and national monument in Wyoming. Matthew.
Crazy Horse.
It's not Crazy Horse, sorry. Tigers, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. Spiritual leaders of the Sioux and more than a dozen Native American tribes want the U.S. officials to rename this landform that has religious and cultural importance to the tribes, saying the name is offensive. Name this rock formation and national monument in Wyoming. Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower. Tigers, next category for you is current events. The death toll continued to rise in the northern part of which state, where wildfires have spread across 220,000 acres, destroying nearly 6,000 homes and businesses? Nick.
California.
It is California. Coming back to you, Mustangs, vocabulary is the category. Give me the word that starts with E, meaning a reckless adventure or prank. Time on that. Coming back to Blue Valley for a chance to steal this vocabulary category. Give me the word that starts with E, meaning a reckless adventure or a prank? Shahab?
Endeavor.
Cannot accept endeavor. We're looking for an escapade. An escapade. Tigers, we are staying with you. Literature is the next category. Ernest Hemingway described what city as a movable feast? Shahab?
New York.
It is not New York. Mustangs, chance to steal this literature question. Ernest Hemingway described what city? Alice?
Paris.
It is Paris. Coming back to you, Mustangs, children's literature. What did the farmer's wife do to the 3 blind mice? Matthew?
Cut off their tails.
Cut off their tails. Very good. Tigers, coming back to you. Math is the category. A boy has 2 pairs of dress shoes, 3 pairs of dress pants, and 2 sports coats. How many different combinations can he wear? Nick?
12.
12. Very good. North, you have the next category. It is current events. Scott Pruitt, the head of which U.S. government agency, announced they would repeal former President Obama's Clean Power Plan, which limits emissions. Rohit?
The EPA.
EPA, very good. Coming back to you, Blue Valley, vocabulary. What is a cryptographer? Gabe?
A person who makes codes.
Very good, yes. Makes or even deciphers, either one. Mustangs, science, geology is the next category. The increase in the Earth's temperature is called the thermal what? Time on that. Tigers, chance to steal this geology question. The increase in the Earth's temperature is called the thermal what? Gabe?
Expansion.
Cannot accept, I cannot accept expansion. We're looking for gradient. Gradient, thermal gradient. We are staying with you, Blue Valley. U.S. geography this time. What lake surrounds Antelope Island, where Kit Carson found bison as a food source in 1845? Nick?
Crater Lake.
Cannot accept Crater Lake. Mustangs, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. What lake surrounds Antelope Island, where Kit Carson found bison as a food source in 1845? The Great Salt Lake. Great Salt Lake. We are staying with you, North. Philosophers is the question. It's multiple choice. Which of the following philosophers purported to prove the existence of God by asserting the certainty of his own existence? Was it Cardinal Newman, René Descartes? Rohit?
René Descartes.
René Descartes, very good. Tigers, coming back to you, general knowledge. This fad is thought by some, we will finish this question. This fad is thought by some to heal the body as well as the mind. What do the trendsetters call these hexagonal forms of silicon dioxide? Nick?
Bath salts.
I cannot accept that. Mustangs, chance to steal this general knowledge question. This fad is thought by some to heal the body as well as the mind. What do the trendsetters call these hexagonal forms of silicon dioxide? Quartz crystals. Quartz crystals is what we were looking for. All right, as we head into halftime, we have a score of Blue Valley North 12 and Blue Valley 5. As part of our program, we will go to a representative from each team as they will give us a campus update. And it looks like, Nick, you are giving us the update for Blue Valley. So what is happening with the Tigers?
Well, John, it's a busy time at Blue Valley right now. Our theater department just finished their Saturday Night Live parody called Friday Night Live last week. And they have their fall play coming up, Arsenic and Old Lace. Our chess team just recently went to their first tournament of the season. And they had somebody place in the top 20. So that's always, that's actually pretty impressive at the start of the season. Our band has All-State this weekend, the All-State Marching Festival in Washburn. And our football team has their first playoff game this weekend on Friday night.
All right. So the Friday Night Live, is that like a sketch comedy?
Yeah, it's just like Saturday Night Live, but you know, we actually do it live.
All right, excellent. Pretty cool. All right, and it looks like, Ben, you are giving us the update for the Mustangs. So what is happening at Blue Valley North?
Well, the Mustangs just won tennis state for the girls for the 3rd time in a row. And our band is going to Washburn as well. And our fall play just wrapped up, 1 man, 2 governors, and it was very successful. So we're looking forward to future performances.
All right, fantastic. And you just finished up first quarter, everybody straight A's and doing well. I'd love to hear that. That's good stuff. All right, as we head into the second round here on categories, it is the lightning round. And in the lightning round, it's the first team to ring in gets their first chance to receive a point for their squad. If they miss the question, though, the other team does get a chance to steal. Traditionally here on categories, we start the second round with our look and listen question, in which we will display here on a monitor for our contestants a visual clue or even an audio clue. And the first team to, of course, rings in gets the first chance. Just this warning, when someone rings in, we cannot rewind the video and start it over. We have to go forward from that point. And lastly, the look and listen question is worth 2 points. Here we go. Look and listen question. Both teams, hands on buzzers. Give both the name of the novel and its author that led to this federal response.
The president himself, Theodore Roosevelt, gave his personal endorsement. And so it...
Nick?
The Jungle by Upton Sinclair.
That is exactly right. 2 points to Blue Valley. As we continue here with the lightning round, questions are placed on the floor for either team to answer. The team that rings in first and responds correctly will earn a point. If they respond incorrectly again, the other team will get a chance to steal the category. So both teams, both hands, everybody don't have to have both hands on the buzzers. Just one would be sufficient. So here we go with the first category. It is science, specifically species. What's another name for the cat called a wildcat or a bobcat? Shahad?
Lynx.
A lynx, very good. Language, specifically French. The French flag is called tricolor. Give me, in French, the 3 colors. Alice.
Rouge, bleu, et blanc.
Wow, and if I could give an extra point for the accent, I would give it to you, but that is the correct answer. All right, geography, European geography. What 2 countries of Europe are both islands and have only 1 letter difference in their names? Gabe.
Ireland and Iceland.
Those are the 2 we're looking for. World history for both teams. Britain's Lord Carnarvon died in Egypt in 1923 while participating in the excavation of what tomb? Shab.
King Tut's tomb.
King Tut's tomb, very good. Fine arts, entertainment. Whose screen test is reputed to have received the comment, and I quote, can't act, can't sing, balding, can dance a little? Nick?
Charlie Chaplin.
It is not Charlie Chaplin. Okay, Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this fine arts entertainment category. Whose screen test is reputed to have received the comment, can't act, can't sing, balding, can dance a little? It's Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire. Ask your grandparents about that one. They'll know that one. All right, science, medicine is the category. Damage to what area accounts for nearly half of all athletic injuries? Nick?
The ankle.
I'm sorry, cannot accept the ankle. North, chance to steal this science medicine category. Damage to what area accounts for nearly half of all athletic injuries? Ben?
The knee.
It is the knee. Science, physics for both teams. Physicists presently believe there are how many known basic forces of nature? Gabe?
4.
4, very good. World geography for both teams. A forest primeval situated in a low sandy district between Nottingham and Worksop. It extends 25 miles from north to south and 10 miles from east to west. What is the name of this fabled English location? Shahab?
The Black Forest.
I cannot accept the Black Forest. Mustangs, chance to steal this world geography question. A forest primeval situated in the low sandy district between Nottingham. Alice.
Sherwood Forest.
It is Sherwood Forest. General knowledge for both teams. About 80% of all leather is used to make what? Nick.
Belts.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept belts. Mustangs, chance to steal this general knowledge question. About 80% of all leather is used to make what? Rohit?
Shoes.
Shoes. Military history for both teams. What Scandinavian country was the scene of history's first combat assault using paratroopers? Rohit.
Denmark.
I'm sorry, cannot accept Denmark. Tigers, chance to steal this military history question. What Scandinavian country was the scene of the history's first combat assault using paratroopers? Gabe.
Finland.
It is Norway. Norway. U.S. history for both teams. Place these three acquisitions in descending order of cost per acre. Descending order of cost per acre. The Louisiana Purchase, Alaska, and Manhattan. Nick.
Manhattan, Alaska, and Louisiana Purchase.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Rohit?
Manhattan. Louisiana Purchase, Alaska.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. Louisiana Purchase was the most expensive, 4 cents per acre. Alaska at 2 cents. Manhattan, 0.2 cents per acre. General knowledge for and it's general knowledge of animals, not for animals. General knowledge of animals. What were the first two kinds of animals domesticated by humankind? Michael.
Dogs and cats.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this general knowledge animals category. What were the first two kinds of animals domesticated by humankind? Shahab?
Dogs and birds.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that either. Sheep and goats. Sheep and goats. Science. Speaking of birds, science, birds is the category. About half of all known species of birds are placed in an order called Passeriformes, meaning birds that do what? Alice?
Fly.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this science birds category. About half of all known species of birds are placed in an order called Passeriformes, meaning birds that do what? Gabe?
Make nests.
I cannot accept make nest. Perch is what we're looking for, perching. Science, another science category. What smaller particles make up an alpha particle? Nick?
Protons and neutrons.
Those are the two, very good. Sports, golf. According to experts, what is the most common fault among golfers? Rohit?
Water hazard.
I cannot accept that, sorry. Tigers, you have a chance to steal this golf category. According to experts, what is the most common fault among golfers? Nick?
A hook.
Can't accept that either. They overswing. They try to hit it too hard. Both teams, current events is the category. The Boy Scouts of America announced they will begin accepting girls into the organization starting when? Is it immediately, 2018, 2019, or 2020? Gabe?
Immediately.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Mustangs, chance to steal this current events category. The Boy Scouts of America announced they will begin accepting girls into the organization starting when? Immediately, 2018, 2019, or 2020? Ben?
2020.
Sorry, it's 2018. 2018. Vocabulary specifically to economics. What's the accounting term for bills to be paid? Shahab?
Accounts payable.
Accounts payable, very good. Narrowed the gap a little bit here. Blue Valley North 16, Blue Valley 13. Music is the category. During his time in the late 1700s and the early 1800s, rumor had it that he had sold his soul to the devil in order to play so well. Name this musician, generally regarded as the greatest violin virtuoso of all time. Gabe?
Panini.
Panini, very good. World geography for both teams. If you set sail due east from Cape Horn, what is your next landfall? Nick?
Australia.
I cannot accept Australia. Mustangs, chance to steal this world geography question. If you set sail due east from Cape Horn, what is your next landfall? Rohit?
The Falkland Islands.
I cannot accept that either. It's actually returning back to Cape Horn. There's nothing immediately on the same level as that. U.S. geography now for both teams. The beloved Will Rogers was once the mayor of this town. Today, it houses the lavish estates of many luminaries of the cinema world. Almost surrounded by Los Angeles, this city is given, Shahab?
Beverly Hills.
It is Beverly Hills. Fine arts and film. Years after his death, James Dean is still a cult figure, yet he only made 3 movies. Name any one of them. Missy?
Rebel Without a Cause.
Rebel Without a Cause is the correct answer. Giant in East of Eden. You have tied the score at 16 apiece. Math is the next category. Compute the interest on $900 at 6% annual interest for 4 months. Rohit?
$18.
$18, very good. World geography for both teams. What Adriatic coastal region containing such resorts as Dubrovnik, Sibinnik, and Zadar lend its name to a breed of black spotted dogs? Shahab?
Dalmatian.
Dalmatian, very good. Literature for both teams. In what popular works of fiction would you find Roland, the Last Gunslinger? Hint, we're looking for the title of a series by Stephen King. Michael?
The Dark Tower.
It is The Dark Tower. You have a 1-point lead. U.S. history, multiple choice question. What was Union General George Meade's major mistake at the Battle of Gettysburg? Was it losing too many men, allowing the Confederates to take Gettysburg, not being equipped properly, or allowing General Lee to escape? Shahab?
Allowing General Lee to escape.
That is correct. We're tied again at 18. Art, sculpture. Identify the most famous work of architect and sculptor Maya Ying Lin. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Science, biology. In cold weather, what physical and chemical process accounts for considerable loss of body heat? Nick?
Breathing.
Breathing or respiration, very good. Literature. What phrase from Henry David Thoreau's Walden means to act accordance to the dictates of one's own conscience? Shahab?
Civil disobedience.
I cannot accept civil disobedience. Mustangs, chance to steal and tie up the score as the siren announced the last part of the game. Literature is the category. What phrase from Henry David Thoreau's Walden means to act according to the dictates of one's own conscience? Rohit?
Transcendentalism.
I cannot accept that. We're looking for just a simple march to the beat of a different drum is what we're looking for. And with that, Simon, that does denote the end of our game with an excellent played game by both teams. Final score, Blue Valley North 18, Blue Valley 19. Please join us again here on Categories as we'll continue to bring you great matches like today and featuring the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.